So I bought the press, but forgot ground coffee. Oh well. Still have instant. And the nice thing about the press is I don't have to use it specifically just as the press. So yeah, welcome back. This was spur of the moment type of let's throw some stuff together and go for a hike and actually do some filming. So that's why I accidentally forgot. And one of the other things you saw in the video, is using a tractor. And if you've watched the channel, used them off and on here and there. I did a comparison with a Tops and a Boker Plus, basically same size, dimensions, design, and everything. And I explained, why I like the Boker Plus better, because out of the box it threw sparks, and it kind of did everything that the Tops did at just above about a third of the price. But I also did break the Boker Plus full-size tracker. Boker was absolutely fantastic, and so was where my wife bought it for me in replacing it. So, but anyway, today I want to talk about the Tops T2 and a little bit more in depth on the good and the bad with the tracker style knife, and some stuff that like I've said in that other video, what I kind of don't like about this one. One is the price. And I'll explain more on that. And you might be asking, well, geez, why does he have that attached to the back of his haversack on the hatchet or axe sleeve? Well, that's because let's pull the knife out and see if we can. When you buy these knives, if you're right-handed, you cannot carry this as a standard on your belt. It is designed to be carried, scout carry basically, on your back. And I don't like that. I don't want to reach around behind me to get my knife. I just want to have my knife where it normally is. And I want to be able to pull that knife out the right way and not have it backwards. Can you use it pulling it out backwards? Sure. Should you have to? No. So that's like a bigger thing. They're one of the big things. The other thing is, as I said in the other video, this knife does not throw sparks from a ferro rod with the coating. And even though, I don't know if you can see it, I think I did a video on it, I took my sander and sanded it down so I've got a sharp edge, it still doesn't throw the greatest of sparks. The notches, the sawback, if you want to call it that, is great for making a notch if you want to do friction fire or, you know, make some cross beams or something. But as an actual saw, it's not so great. You know, this is one of the smaller versions. And as you saw back there, if you hold it properly, which is kind of unsafe because it can slip out of your hands rather easily, to chop, the forward weight does make even the smaller one a decent chopper. The front edge is more or less designed as a skinner and a chopper. Quarter round is used as a gut hook, and the draw knife section, which is a nice addition because it more or less allows you to use it as a regular knife. But the problem is trying to use it as a draw knife, fingers are on this and this is sharp. So you have to get a piece of leather or wear a pair of gloves that you really don't care about, because I have actually ripped gloves on this. So my suggestion is to have a piece of leather if you're going to use it as a draw knife. So this is not a, I guess you could say this is a review because I've been using this now for about 4 years, I guess. I've been using the tracker knives overall for about 4.5 or 5. So I guess you could say this is a review. So for the money, I think I should have a sheath that I could wear it the normal way. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of cutting my hand to use it as a draw knife. And like I said, as a chopper, to do it the right way, you got to hold the knife a little bit unsafe. Of course, a lanyard will help, but if it happens to slip, it can come around and nail you. So for me, for $250, $300, this was a gift, and I 100% appreciate the guy who gave it to me. I got a lot of respect for him, and so like I've said in the past, sometimes it's hard when somebody gives me something to say anything bad about it, but I'm trying to be a little bit honest here. And for the tracker knife, there's a saying that you either love it or you hate it because it's nothing more than a movie prop. It's not just a movie prop, it's a functional knife if you kind of learn its in and outs. But is it better than any other knife? No, not really. So yeah, I mean, you have to make your own choices on this stuff. I can talk till I'm blue in the face and say what I don't like about it. What I do like about it is its claim to fame is it makes some really, really fancy, pretty curls. And it does make a good gut knife or game knife in this size. I don't know if I would want to go much to the full size, because the Boker Plus that I have is the same size as the tops would be, the same as this one is to the Boker Plus, what they call the, so I don't know, sometimes I just get knives, whether they're given to me or I buy them, and I'm like, for the money, there's definitely a lot better options out there. But, you know, all this stuff is up to you to decide as an outdoors person. So that's that. I also wanted to do a thing with the press, but I forgot my coffee, on how it doesn't take much longer to make the instant as it really does to make some ground. You heat the water, put the grounds in. Well, you saw me open that. There was no coffee in it. Raise the price of everything, and never mind. No comments on it. So yeah, it's definitely a niche knife. Sharpening them can be a little tricky. I should have brought the stuff that I use. I bought a round diamond stone that allows me to get to the corner and the rounded stuff easier. And also a couple of ceramic type sharpeners. They got the little tiny mini rods in them, coarse side and a fine side. And this actually works really well. That sharpener works really well for these. So like I said, that's not me trying to bag on that style of knife. That's just my personal take and opinion on the knife. Generally, you'll see if I do have one in camp or if I'm hiking, it's the Boker, because they are touted as a survival knife, and to me a survival knife should be able to make sparks and prep food. It's up to you if you like the coating, if you trust coating. A lot of these companies say that their coatings are not food safe, but a lot of people use them for food prep anyway. But you can do it. But the one thing is any knife that's touted as a survival knife should be able to be used in a survival type situation. As much as I don't like talking about this topic, one of the big things for a survival situation is being able to use your knife with a ferro rod. And The only knife for the coating I've ever bought that you could do that I personally own are the Cold Steel SRKs and my Gerber Prodigy, both of which, even with the coating, make outstanding sparks. So that's it for this one. Gonna drink my coffee, watch the geese a little bit more, pack it up, head home. I've also been, if you noticed, experimenting a little bit with my videos, doing some fade from one clip into another, fade out and in at the same time. I've been doing that because I might start putting some of the still pictures I take at the end of my videos. And if I do that, that's what I'm going to do. I want to fade the pictures one into the next, like that. So I might experiment with that at the end of this one. We'll see. But anyway, now that's it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.